I'll begin with an invocation. It is a very blessed divine day today, Honorable Minister. Today is a festival that Hindus and Buddhists around the world celebrate. It's called Varalakshmi Viradam. It is actually a celebration of the divine feminine power and the divine feminine or the divine goddess inside of each of us, including the men, because men have divinity inside them when they embrace their feminine spirit as well. So with that, allow me to just sing an invocation and then I'll begin my speech. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Kori Samarabha Nirviknam Gurume Devo Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada, which means like the effulgent sun that illuminates our lives and gives us warmth and light and prosperity. May we prosper, may we remove all obstacles and barriers that stand in our way and enable us to get all the work that we want to do ahead of us successfully done. Namastestu Mahamaya Sri Pide Surapujite Sangasakra Hada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostude. And that really invokes the divine feminine in all of us and in the divine land that we have, our Mother Earth, our Mother Ocean, the Mother Planet, and with the blessings of our forefathers, our ancestors, all our divine beings in this spiritual land, we seek grace, we seek mercy, we seek protection, we seek prosperity for one and all. Honorable Minister Merisini Vuniwaka, my divine sister in Fiji, I feel one with you already. All our distinguished guests, Chairperson of the Golden Age Home Board of Trustees, Mr. Kantilal Punja, Honorable distinguished officials of the Ministry of Women, Family and Poverty Alleviation. Yours is a service above self, I know, and yours is a service with so much dignity, honor and respect. I'm so thrilled to see all the people from the ministry dressed in green, because that's what I love. Green energy, green world, green power, glory, glory, glory. Representatives from Soroptimist clubs all over Fiji, my Soroptimist beloved sisters, and representatives of non-government organizations, friends from the media, family and well-wishers. We are gathered here today to witness a powerful and pioneering collaboration between the government of Fiji and the Federation of Soroptimist International of the Southwest Pacific. For those of you who don't know who we are actually a global service club organization comprising volunteers. They are all volunteers. None of us are paid for our time and energy, but we are paid with so much love and happiness. And we are in 127 countries with a mission to ensure gender equality, human rights, and the status of women. Our worldwide efforts have transformed the lives of tens of millions of women and girls through education, empowerment, and enabling opportunities since our organization was founded in 1921. We're quite an old lady now, 97 years old, but I'd like to say 97 years young, because we remain young in spirit because of people like you around us. We have seen how the vicious cycle of poverty and socio-economic deprivation breeds crime, social ills and violence, especially gender-based violence. Indeed, violence against women and children has reached horrific rates in many countries around the world, including Fiji, which I'm so sad when I found out. It's number 2 in the world. I can't believe it. I still think some people in other countries are not reporting data, because I come and see so much love, so much happiness, so much mojo, music, dancing. How could people commit crimes and violence when you see such happy people? Are other countries not reporting? And so Fiji looks terribly high. I hope so. Anyway, Soroptimists organize and manage programs that educate and empower women and girls to overcome and prevent violence, exploitation, trafficking, and slavery. A lot of slaves out there. Children, women, young men, taken into employment, treated as slaves. We consider that modern day slavery. This is something that your darling minister and I and our team of Soroptimists are not going to let happen anymore, right? Now, we involve men and boys also in gender sensitization programs, and we engage with like-minded men, and we see a lot of like-minded men in the room, including Dr. Joseph from the ministry. I had a chance to talk to him, and a lot of men in this room, including the wonderful men in the media who are reporting our stories. I know that you are going to work alongside us, members of the media, to be advocates and champions of gender equality, non-violence, and peace-building initiatives. You know, UN Women has a hashtag He for She, and Hollywood started the hashtag Me Too, advocacy support programs to end gender-based violence, rape, sexual abuse, and sexual harassment. Soroptimist International and Soroptimists of Southwest Pacific Federation, we are accredited to the United Nations as ACOSOC Special Status Organization. In the case of Soroptimist International, we are General Consultative Status, and we are committed to achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals. We have representation at all United Nations centers around the world, where we are global advocates for education and empowerment of women, gender equality, as a cross-cutting issue to achieve sustainable development goals. What does that mean, cross-cutting issue? It's like some high-flown technical term. It just means that make sure that gender equality is an issue that is in every aspect of human existence, whether it's in the workplace, at home, in politics, in every strata of society, and we want to make sure that this is happening. Everyone in this room should make sure. We are a global voice for women, and we speak up for the marginalized, the discriminated, the abused, and the neglected. Now, Walk the Talk is a public awareness and advocacy program carried out in all countries in Soroptimist International Southwest Pacific since 2012. For the 16 days of activism of the United Nations from the 25th of November to the 10th of December, we carry out programs on zero tolerance for violence, harmonious communities, and we get men on board. We have support from local governments, police, immigration, and coalition of NGOs and corporate bodies around the world. We work with local grassroots community leaders, like a lot of you in this room, Golden Age homes included, to end poverty and hunger, ensure access to water and sanitation, so that girls can go to school instead of fetching water from rivers where they are vulnerable to rape, kidnapping, and murder.